Hi guys, welcome back to another edition of Friday Facts. First I wanted to start off by thanking everybody for giving me a break last week. I had to do the inevitable and have my girl Sandy put down. The tumor was just, the skin around it was just becoming necrotic and it was dying and it would become infected, and I just couldn't do that to my girl any longer. So unfortunately last Saturday I did have to have her put down. So anyway, I just wanted to say thanks to everyone for giving me like a little bit of time to like kind of, deal with everything, spend some time with my remaining girls, and just get back into the swing of things. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for that, and thanks for all the kind comments that you guys have been leaving. Makes me feel a little bit better. So yeah, but this week, I did have a request to do this video. It's going to be about how to do a rattie healthcare check, which I was planning on doing this video anyway, but because I had a request for it, I kind of just bumped it up the list a little bit. So that's what this week's video is going to be about. I'm going to try and have my girl Lucy kind of model some of this stuff for you guys, because she's the one that doesn't mind being held that much for a long period of time. So we'll see how she does. So yeah, that's what this video is going to be about, and stay tuned and keep watching, and we'll get this started. This is my girl Lucy. You guys see her in my videos all the time, probably behind me. So she's going to kind of be hanging out with me throughout the video. Hopefully it's not too distracting for you guys. So the first thing that we're going to be doing in this video, or talking about, is keeping track of your rat's weight. Keeping track of their weight is very, very important, because their weight can fluctuate when they're sick or ill. So you'll want to buy a little kitchen scale. Mine goes up to about 700 grams, so that's a good thing to keep around. I found mine at Walmart. It wasn't too expensive. But it's really important to keep track of your rat's weight. Sometimes you'll have a little bit of trouble getting your rat to stay on a scale. I usually, if I have that trouble, I just put like a little bit of like yogurt or something on there, and it gives them something to lick off so that they'll stay on the scale for a little bit longer, and just enough time for me to catch the weight. And I'll include a picture now to show you what my scale looks like. Excuse me, Lucy. The next thing that you're going to want to keep track of on your rat is their eyes. Come here, babe. Come on. Basically, you just want to take a look in their eyes, unless you have a red-eyed girl like I do. Their eyes should be very clear and crystal clear. Most rats have black eyes, unless you have a girl like mine. There should be no spots. There should be no, like, rats can actually get, like, glaucoma, so you shouldn't see any kind of cloudiness in their eyes or anything like that. There should be no discharge. Rats get something called porphin that is like a red discharge around their eyes. It's not blood. A lot of people mistake it for blood, and it's actually not. It's just something that they secrete sometimes when they're sick, and they'll get it around their nose and around their eyes, so that's something they shouldn't have. Some rats will have it when they first wake up, but if they don't clean it off right away, or if there's a whole lot of it, that can be a bad sign. Hi, you're boggling. You happy girl. So yeah, definitely no porphin staining around the eyes. You just want clear, no discharge of any kind. The next thing you're going to want to keep an eye on is their ears. Their ears should be completely like this pink color. There should be no kind of discharge, no kind of earwax buildup that you can see, no scabs on their ears. It should just basically be completely clear, and they should be holding them upright normally like this. You shouldn't be able to see any dirt in their ears or anything like that. And you may also want to kind of, this is going to be gross, but kind of take a smell of their ears. Make sure you don't smell anything gross, because sometimes they can have ear infections. Excuse me, she wants to go in my jacket here. You don't want to have any kind of smell coming from their ears or anything like that. You are scratching me up, girl. Come on. Out of the jacket. So yeah, you definitely not have any kind of discharge or anything, coming from the ears themselves. Nose is an easy one. You just kind of want to take a look at your rat's nose. There should be no discharge coming from the nostrils at all. So like I said, sometimes they will get the porphin staining around their nose that usually they will clean off. But there should be no kind of like snot or any kind of discharge coming from their nose whatsoever. It should just look clear and pink and normal like so. So yeah, Lucy, you're being a good little model here. Toenails are another one. Their toenails, back toenails and front toenails should be, you know, just a normal length. They shouldn't be curled up or anything. Sometimes I've seen rats that, like, or I've heard, not my own, but that their toenails will curve around. You want to make sure that you keep their nails, you know, if they seem to grow unnaturally long, to trim them. Or you can also put, like, a rock underneath their water bottle that they have to climb on to get to their water bottle. This will help them, you know, wear down their nails on their own just by walking on the rock. Okay, their coat and their fur. And now, none of this applies if you have a hairless rat because obviously they have no hair. Or a Rex rat because Rex rats have the curly fur and can sometimes be balding. Basically, but if you have a normal standard rat like I do, come here. You're being a brat now. You don't want to be out here no more. You just want them to have a soft, shiny, healthy looking coat. They shouldn't be bald at all or losing any fur. It should be very thick and soft. Now, boys will have more coarse fur than a female will, so keep that in mind. But for the most part, it should be soft, thick fur. And a lot of times, you know, especially people that get their rats from pet stores, they notice that the fur is real rough and kind of coarse and stuff. A lot of that has to do with their diet. So make sure that you're feeding your rat a really nice diet. Are you boggling my ear? Because the food really does affect the state that their coat is in. So you definitely want to make sure you're feeding them well. Just boggling back here. You're a happy girl back there. Hmm? Are you a happy girl back there? What are you doing? What are you doing back there? Okay. Sorry, I get distracted when I have a rat on me. The next thing is their teeth. Now, the first big misconception is, why are my rat's teeth orange? Yes, your rat's teeth should be orange, not white. If they're white, that means they have some serious deficiencies, vitamin deficiencies in their diet. Or sometimes certain medications can also cause white teeth. But you definitely want your rat to have like that orange-yellow teeth. What you don't want your own teeth to look like, that's what your rat's teeth should look like. Their top teeth should be straight across. They do have 2 teeth in the front on the top and 2 teeth in the front and the back. And they have molars in the back of their mouth that are a little bit harder to see. But their bottom front 2 teeth sometimes will split out in like a V shape, which is pretty much normal. It depends on their positioning and the way they're looking around. But I have seen rats where their teeth, if they don't line up properly, they'll overgrow, because when they line up properly, that's why, like, when they Brux and boggle like she's doing right now, it will help to wear their teeth down. But I've seen if one gets misaligned just a little bit and then they can't grind down naturally, it will. I've seen, personally, a friend of mine's rat whose tooth curled all the way around and into the bottom of their jaw. It was so, so bad. If you notice that their teeth aren't like aligned properly, or they're growing really weird, at a weird angle, because your rat's teeth will continuously grow forever. You'll want to take them to the vet, because vets can trim rats' teeth and it will, like, kind of make them straight again. It's kind of like ratty braces. What are you doing back there, Luce? Private areas. I don't have any boys that I can show you this, but I can show you on a girl. Basically, you're just going to want to take a look at their, sorry, I'm showing you privates to the entire universe. You're going to want to make sure that everything looks pink and normal. There should be no discoloration, no discharge of any kind, no blood of any kind. It's easier if you flip them this way. But their vaginal opening should be like a nice healthy pink color. Sometimes it'll be tinged a little bit purple. But you don't want anything drastically strange looking or gross. No discharge of any kind. I'll let y'all know that I got through this whole video and only half of it recorded. So I was a little bit frustrated. So I'm back again now to do the second half of my video that got cut off unceremoniously. So now that we're back, I was talking about you know, girls in their private areas. You're gonna want to I can't remember exactly how much I got out there, but you're gonna want to just check all the openings, make sure that nothing's discolored, no discharge. So for boys, you're going to want to, I don't have any boys to show you, unfortunately. I don't have any anymore. I used to keep boys, but I just, you know, got out of that. I keep girls now. So I don't have a boy to actually show you. But for boys, you're going to want to check their testicles, of course. Make sure there's no lumps, nothing abnormal there. And for their penises, this is very important. This sounds like I'm making a ratty porn here, but I promise this is totally legit and normal. You definitely should be doing this. You're going to want to take 2 fingers and press on either side of their penis, and it will pop their penis out. I know this is gross, but you're going to want to do this, you know, at least once a week, or if you notice anything abnormal, it's going to pop their penis out, and you want to make sure that there's no waxy buildup. Because it's actually called a penis plug. If there is, I've actually seen this a couple times. You have to clean that off. You have to make sure that their penis is very well lubricated. You can use olive oil, you could use Vaseline, you could use human lubrication, whatever you happen to have around. Some people actually keep KY jelly in their kit just for that purpose if they have boys, which I didn't list on my video last week because it's just not something I thought about. But yeah, you want to make sure if their penis is stuck out, you want to, you know, keep it on it for a few minutes. If it doesn't go back in on its own, you want to try lubricating it and see if it'll pop back in. Because if their penis is stuck out, that could be serious problems. It could lead to serious infections. The penis will dry out and it's bad. So if it is stuck out and it doesn't seem to want to retract back in on its own, you're going to want to take your boy to a vet and have them figure out what's going on. If you can't get in right away, definitely make sure that you keep it, you know, well lubricated. Like I said, you can use olive oil or whatever, petroleum jelly, whatever you have on hand. Just try very, very hard to keep it lubricated and not dry out because it's bad. So yeah, for boys, it's a little bit of extra work, but you definitely want to do this, especially with older rats who can't clean themselves down there as well, or they're sick or whatever, you know, the problem might be. But even younger boys, you might want to do this, you know, maybe once a week just to be on the safe side because it can lead to some really serious infections if, you know, you don't check it, or if they have a penis plug that can block them from urinating. It can cause all kinds of problems. But same with boys, you want to make sure that there's no discharge or foul odor coming from that area. So yeah, and this whole topic is kind of odd for some people, especially new rat owners. They're like, oh my god. But no, you definitely... So I'm making this video because this is stuff I didn't know about when I started out, back when I had boys too. So it's definitely important with your boys to check out their penis about once a week or so. So yeah. Next is tail. I know it seems kind of weird. We all just see their tail every day, but you want to inspect it a little bit closer. You want to make sure that there's no sores, that there's no wounds, that there's no, you know, scabs or anything weird of any kind on their tail. Now, most rats don't clean their tail. They're just too lazy, I guess. I don't know. I think I've had, in my entire time of owning rats, I've seen about a rat clean its tail maybe 5 times. Most don't. Most don't bother. Excuse me. So it's going to be discolored and it's going to look, you know, poopy, and that is poop. It's usually caked on there. I just had to bring my old lady Dee out for a visit. I don't know if you guys have met her personally yet, but for this part I'm going to show you how to check their body. Basically you're just going to look around. She can't move as well as she can't crawl away. Basically you just want to make sure that they don't have any kind of you know, lumps or anything abnormal. You check their fur, move their fur around, check around their face, you know, anything abnormal. another thing, I picked her for a reason. She actually has hind end weakness, which a lot of people. I'm trying to escape back there, man. A lot of people might not know about, but it's very common in very old rats. She's about 2.5 now. She was the same age as Sandy that I had put to sleep. But she's a prime example. I don't know if you can tell. Let's see if she can try climbing. She doesn't use her back end super well anymore. She's very weak in the back end. There's not really anything you can do about it, unfortunately. Oh, poor baby. But that's something you want to look out for. You see that she doesn't, it kind of is just really hard for her to move her back legs. Those are things you want to look out for when you're checking over your rat. You also want to just make sure that, you know, there's no broken bones, nothing swollen, you know, they can move all their limbs freely without any kind of pain. Just the basics. You just want to look them over, basically, is all you want to do with their body. What you doing, babe? Now I'll keep her out to do the lungs, too. She currently has a little bit of a respiratory problem. You can see her breathing is a little bit harder than a normal rat. She is on 2 antibiotics right now. But to check for something like that, you're basically going to take your rat, you're going to hold them like this. They don't usually like it. And you're going to put it right up to your ear. Just so you can, they call this ratty telephone because it looks like you're talking on a phone. You're just going to put their lungs up to your ear and listen. You're basically going to be listening for any kind of crackling, wheezing, you know, popping, anything that sounds, you know, abnormal. All you really should be able to hear is the whoosh of the air going in and out of their lungs and their heartbeat. And they do breathe a little bit faster than we do, but you just don't want to hear anything, any squeaking, anything abnormal coming from their lungs, or that could be a sign of a respiratory infection. If they do have a respiratory infection, you want to get them to a vet and on antibiotics as soon as you can. I actually had a girl several years ago who, she seemed fine. I was cleaning the cage. I got down. I, you know, got all the girls out to put on my bed, and she was a little bit wheezy. And I was like, okay, I'll make an appointment. I made an appointment with my vet, and she died 20 minutes later. Like, there was no warning. There was no anything. Everybody's boggling today. So yeah, if you see any signs of a respiratory illness, please get your rat to a vet, like, right away, because trust me, it can happen so fast, so fast. And they need antibiotics. Their respiratory system is so tiny compared to humans that, you know, any little thing. Also, rats are very stoic, meaning that they'll hide illnesses, you know, for quite a long time. This is natural for them in their natural habitat, because if they acted sick, they would, you know, be eaten by predators immediately. Okay guys, I'm back for the 3rd time now. I've had to record this video apparently in 3 sections because it's so long my phone keeps telling me, no, I have no more room, stop recording. And it doesn't tell me this until I get to the very end and I flip my phone around and it says you can't record any more video, and it just stopped. So, now we're on part 3. We left off on internal. So for internal, you're going to want to take your rat. Now Lucy's getting really upset because it's the 3rd time we've had to film this now. You're going to take your rat and you're going to gently palpitate them, their abdominal area. You don't want to squeeze too hard because you don't want eyes, you know, popping out and stuff. That's bad. Just squeeze gently to see if you can feel anything abnormal, any kind of lumps, any kind of internal masses that you might not be able to see, but maybe you can feel, or any kind of swelling of any of the internal organs. Just very gently feel around their abdomen and up, you know, kind of up near their chest area. Some rats don't like this. She doesn't usually mind, but because this is like the 50th time today, I've had to do it to her. She's not happy with me at the moment. But anyway, the other thing that you want to keep in mind is their poop. Poop and pee. Poop will tell you a lot about your rat. The shape, the size, how hard or soft it is, all very important things. You'll want to get to know your rat's poop. I know this is gross, but you want to get to know it, know what's normal for your rat, so you know if anything seems off in the cage, you know that something is wrong. Like I said, each rat's poop might be a little bit different, but once you figure out what the norm is for your rat, excuse me, you'll know when there's a problem. It's same with pee. If you notice any kind of blood in their urine, that can be a sign of a kidney infection or a urinary tract infection. Definitely want to keep track of their poop and their pee, make sure everything looks normal, and same if they're not pooping. If they're not pooping, there might be some kind of a blockage internally. You're boggling really loud, man. What? So, yeah, you want to keep track of their poop and their pee very well. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys did find this video useful, and again, I apologize, I'm so distracted when I have a rat crawling around on me. It's a little bit distracting. But she's cute, right? Right? You're cute. Oh. She knows she's cute. She's a mommy's girl. Not the does. So yeah, I do hope you found this useful. And again, sorry, I've had to record this in 3 segments, and it's just been a little bit of a frustrating filming experience here today. And again, I want to thank everybody for being so understanding last week. And if you have any questions about anything that I've talked about in the in this video, I'll put them in the comment section and I'll answer them. And if you have any video requests that you want me to do, again, put those in the comment section too. Okay, how about you get out of my jacket? And I'll do any kind of video requests that you guys have. I have a whole list of videos that I've planned, but if you have any particular requests, I'll put those first. So yeah, hi. Oh my gosh, rats love to clean out your ears, and it tickles a lot. Do you mind? Oh, you don't do that. It tickles. Okay, that's enough. What are you doing? Oh my goodness, this video is going to be so distracting. I'm sorry, guys. Come here. Man. So yeah, anyway, leave any comments in the comment section below. Any requests, any video requests. I'm also going to link my blog post that goes along with this in case I missed anything, which I probably did because I was so distracted. I'll list that in the comment section, or in the description bar below too. So, yeah, I hope you guys found this video helpful, and I hope it wasn't 5 hours long, which it probably will be, so sorry in advance for that. So yeah. Ouch. Okay. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Bye.